KLM 604 is maintaining level 350 Airbus.
KLM 604, LA Center, roger, good evening.
We're currently in Los Angeles, a few hours before our flight back to Amsterdam. Today we're participating in a competition between a number of airlines, all part of the SkyTeam group, and we're trying to persuade each other to fly as sustainable as possible during these flights.
We're using sustainable aviation fuel, of course. Besides that, we are also introducing some initiatives from our cockpit to minimize your CO2 emissions.
And the objective of the challenge is not only to win the competition, but also share the experiences so that every initiative that we've used during this flight can be used by other airlines in the future.
We're currently busy with our preparations on this flight, and we've just received the final loading figures, and based on that we've determined how much fuel we need. We've just communicated that to the ground crew and they've loaded up the exact amount that we wanted, so now we currently have 60.9 tons of fuel with us aboard of this flight. So what we're going to do now is start the auxiliary power unit.
Okay, clear to pressurize. We need about 3 minutes for the cabin to be secure, so we can ask in about 3 minutes to be honest. Go ahead. We're clear for the pushback tail south. Release the brakes. Brakes released.
I just started my career within KLM, and I will have to work for at least 25 years or even more. So for me it's not only about climate, but it's also the continuation of the company.
For me personally, I think it's very important to be more sustainable in a general sense. But I also realize that we won't change overnight. So we need to take it in small steps, and that's what we're doing here. We're taking small steps towards a more sustainable future.
Snelheden 157.
KLM 604 heavy on nav Del Rey, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. KLM 604.
We zijn clear.
1301, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
With your links op de kop, best
Runway
clock.
24 right.
Check.
We're on flight 24 left.
All ready? All set?
Yes, sir.
Take off.
Thrust rest.
Check.
Check. 80 knots.
Check.
Rotate. Was great.
Gear up.
Gear up.
KLM 604 heavy contact, I've got a departure.
So report to Bluey, KLM 604. I was 57, BT50, KLM 604.
Okay, 6,000 started up. In the sun.
Check.
Olry. Okay.
Heading 251, maintain.
251 to maintain, okay, check. Plus 5?
That's fine.
American 2723, I'm in the altitude, I maintain 7,000. Alright, 6 for 7,000 now, we're 2723.
Welcome back in the flight deck. We're currently climbing towards our cruise altitude. We're currently pretty much overhead Los Angeles City. And as you can see here on this display here, we're currently climbing. And this will be our cruising level for the initial part of the flight. The optimizer gave us an advice on which speed to climb. So we've entered that in our navigation system, which you can see here. So we're currently climbing at a speed of 291 indicated airspeed. And as soon as we get up to a higher level, we'll climb with a speed of 0.85 Mach. And while we were talking, air traffic control asked us to contact the different air traffic control centers, so my colleague on the left hand side here contacted them.
Normally when you file a certain route, you have to follow that route, and it's not quite easy to change the route during the flight. And hopefully today we'll make quite a few changes, and we need cooperation of air traffic to do so.
KLM 604 Heavy, you request to deviate 5 miles right of track due to Charlie Bravo.
KLM 604, deviation right of course approved, when able clear direct Mike Lima Foxtrot.
When able, direct Mike Lima Foxtrot. Thanks very much.
During a flight you burn fuel, and during the flight the aircraft becomes lighter. And when you become lighter as an aircraft, your optimal flight level will increase. In reality, we're not allowed to climb continuously. We climb in steps because we've got certain flight levels that we need to fly on because of other traffic. And what I expect during this flight is that we'll make much more steps than what we normally do.
KLM 604 with a request.
KLM 604, go ahead.
Request descent flight level 340 is available. KLM 604.
KLM 604, standby.
Standing by, KLM 604.
KLM 604, descend and maintain level 340.
Descend and maintain flight level 340, KLM 604.
He selected flight level 340, and that means that we'll slowly descend, which you can see on our primary flight display on the left-hand side.
Good evening, I'm the captain on this flight. My name is Frans Huisman, and I'm already 29 years in service at KLM. For this challenge we have the best aircraft at the moment within KLM. It's not only a 787-10, which has the best fuel efficiency compared to the other aircraft we fly, but also this aircraft is specially cleaned, the engines are cleaned. So we know from the beginning on we have the right setting for a sustainable flight. We are now on the verge of entering Canadian airspace. This is our navigation display on our iPads. It's very accurate with a lot of information on it. You see here weather, where it's a lot of thunderstorms. We're flying now in this area and we are free of thunderstorms. You can look outside, it is beautiful weather. We are now 3 hours in the flight and our dispatch is on the ground. He used his computer to calculate our most optimum route. And she gave us the new route option, saving about 5 minutes of flying time, also about 400 kilos of fuel. So we're going to ask on the new air traffic control center if we can fly the blue route over here.
KLM 604, Heavy Amsterdam Center, good evening, identified, and say altitude and Mach number.
We are flying 85, level 340, KLM 604 Heavy.
Down 604, roger, and how's the ride?
Let's move. We just got a new route from our dispatcher, saving about 5 minutes time. Can we apply that to you via CPDLC for the route request?
Yes, go ahead, please do.
We asked ATC and they did cooperate, so that's really good. Now we are going a little bit more north. It saves us 400 kilograms of trip fuel, so that's really really good for the sustainable flight zones.
Good morning. It's currently about 6.5 hours into the flight. And to give you an idea of our current location, we're flying just south of Greenland, so we're slowly moving towards Europe. The purple line is the normal route that you would fly if air traffic control directs you straight towards the runway, and then you'll make a right turn and land in a southerly direction in Amsterdam. But it's very dependent on what the wind is doing. What we're hoping to do today is follow the blue line, which basically means that we'll shorten the approach and hopefully save some fuel whilst doing it. But as I said, very dependent on the wind when we arrive in Amsterdam.
604, you can increase to 300 and stop your descent at level 180.
Okay, stop the descent level 180, 300 speed, KLM 604.
Expect further descent in about 10 to 15 miles.
Thank you.
Changes don't come quickly in aviation. Therefore, I think the biggest gain at this point is invest in sustainable aviation fuel.
At this moment, it's KLM's objective to have 10% of fuel burn worldwide through SAF, through sustainable aviation fuel, by 2030.
As I said at the start of this interview, we need to take it in small steps, and that's what we're doing here. We're taking small steps towards a more sustainable future.
KLM 604, contact Schiphol approach, 121.205, veld thuis.
11205, bye-bye, KLM 604.
Roger 9, KLM 7.
250 set it up.
Checked.
Approach, good morning, KLM 604.
604, goeiedag, Islands approach 06, information goal.
Island 06, with golf, KLM 604.
See?
KLM 604, turn right, heading 140.
Roger, 140, KLM 604.
KLM 758 tower, 125, KLM 604, left turn 09 and 020 steps, cleared for the Islands approach runway 06, reduced to 180.
Left heading 090, clear for the I-11 approach runway 06 and reducing 180, KLM 604.
Oké, 090 staat erop.
Check.
Hij staat aan de goede kant.
Check.
Vlaklijns op aan.
Check.
Speed 180.
Check.
Yeah, or hello, KLM 604, establish Airlines runway 06.
KLM 604, hello, number 2.
Number 2, KLM 604.
Running checklist.
Nitrous complete, checkers complete. Happy.
KLM 604, runway 06, clear to land, window 0606, maximum 14, you may roll.
Runway 06, clear to land, we may roll, KLM 604.
Yeah. Auto brakes up.
Sir.
500.
Check, we zijn cleared.
Check. Hij is eraf.
Continue.
Check. Speed back up.
F5 for X-ray, runway 04, clear to land, window 0709, lifting 18.
Quebec Center and joining behind the tower. KLM Longhold.
Good morning, KLM 604, runway 06, okay, 06.
KLM 604, goeiedag, taxi right Bravo, Foxtrot 5, standby 121.805.
121.805, if I have Bravo, Foxtrot 5, not 604.
Back in Amsterdam. We've just landed. We've parked the aircraft at gate Fox 5 and we've completed the Sustainable Flight Challenge for 2023. Some things went very well, like I think the advice that we received from our optimizers in terms of optimal climb and in terms of step went very well. However, not every air traffic control center was participating in the way that we were hoping for. And I think we still need to look at the data to see what exactly how we performed this flight.